Welcome everybody to Athletically Speaking, Wagon Wheel Sports College Football Show. And
Greetings.
we are here. Ryan
Yeah.
has introduced himself with the balloons again as they
Yes.
wiggle their way up. Um, he gave you a little wave
Hi
as
there.
we started this thing. So how's it going? How's your Monday?
It's going mediocre. How's yours?
It's been an interesting day, dude. I'll tell you
That's
that.
yeah,
There's
that's
been a lot
also
of things
true.
happening today. So
Yeah.
I'll tell you about some other stuff later that happened. But I was like,
Oh,
what the heck?
oh, okay.
It was children. Anyway,
Uh, that's fair.
let's take a deep dive into this. There's a lot of news as of late that has come out in the past 2 weeks. And the first one that I saw is that Ross Dellinger put out a tweet on 3/12, which was basically like a day or so after we recorded the last episode, that the power conferences in the NCAA formally announced a creation of a new model and enforcement arm for college athletics as a part of the House revenue sharing concept, as Yahoo Sports reported on in February. So basically, what all this is meaning is that the House committee and the House case from Congress talked about how they had to have um, revenue sharing within the athletics. And then basically, it doesn't have to be equal revenue sharing across the board, which is big because it's saying that you don't have to give football the same amount that you give track. That you can
Mm,
break this up into football makes the most money. So you're going
yeah,
to put most of your effort and time and percentages into football because that's what's bringing you the most money.
fair.
And then it's going to basically break it down by percentage wise. So schools can take football as a PowerPoint and base. It's like we're giving you the most money, and then pyramid style it up to whoever gets the least. So that's one big thing that's happened there. Along with this, though, they talk about how they're going to start enforcing a new branch of to these rules. Um, and the committee is divided into four working groups, which is each focused on specific components of like the settlement.
Mm,
So one of the first groups is drafting new and clarifying existing rules to facilitate consistent compliance with all aspects of the settlement. So making sure they're doing the right thing when they're supposed to do it, how they're supposed to do it, that type of thing.
yeah.
The second group is developing a digital platform for reporting and measurement of payments made to the student athletes by their institutions to ensure compliance with the cap set forth in the proposed settlement. So they're making sure they're not going over their set amount of money and everybody is getting the money that they're supposed to get, that was signed in whatever contract or however they decide to do it. But that'll be your second one. And your third, and then your third creates a system to ensure that third party name, image, and likeness (NIL) deals entered within to a student athlete are legitimate deals that the student will use student athletes NIL to advance the valid business purpose, which I think is a big one. Like they're going to pay them to actually do something, and
Yeah.
it's not going to be here's $15 million, come play football. It's not a pay to play anymore. It's like you're actually the company's going to get something out of it. Like it
Yeah.
should be in the first place. I feel like that's pretty common sense.
Yeah.
But somehow we just ran away with this idea of I'm just going to pay this player however much money. But the business
Hmm.
is actually going to get something out of it now, which would be a
Definitely.
good thing.
Oh yeah.
And the last one, forming a new entity to enforce all of these rules, with an emphasis on efficient investigation procedures, timely decision making, appropriate penalties, and ensuring accountability for bad actors. I think all of this, we're finally getting to a point that people are starting to realize we're in the wild, wild west of NIL and that something needs to be done about it.
Hmm.
And all of this is just telling me that we're starting to turn towards the right direction and trying to
Hmm.
get some of this under control.
Yes. That's very glad to hear that. I mean, this is like it needs more regulation. Like this is like you said, it's the Wild West and everyone's just doing whatever. And like, here's this much money, come play for me. And it's just all about the money. So I'm glad that we're slowly starting to kind of, turn around here. And
Which I like this. We're finally like this just tells me that the death of the NCAA is coming
Mm.
very slowly, at least for collegiate football, because these are going to be operating outside of the NCAA, like to enforce these rules and to proper punishment. It's going to be like conference, like there's going to be a full committee for every conference, much like the NCAA is, but it's going to be outside of the NCAA where they can do things quicker, more efficiently, and like with Michigan, if they wanted to keep them out of the playoff, it could have been like, all right, sorry, you're not postseason bans active. You did this according to our bylaws. You're done now, so you can't compete in postseason. So stuff like that will be very useful for that stuff moving forward.
Next,
Uh, Next topic of discussion, unless you got anything to add to that.
I do not. No,
All
not
right.
much.
So next up, spring ball started a couple of weeks ago, about 3 weeks, I think. We had spring break in the middle of that, but all sports people have returned back to campuses, or at least in Oklahoma they have. And spring ball started back up. It's getting close, man.
Oh yeah,
Like
man.
we're still months away. I think we're 5 months out from week 0,
Yeah,
but we're
well, it's
here. We're
football. It's something. Starting to get prepared, for the season. It's a good time. You love to see it.
spring
Very
ball's here. We're gonna get some of this, and then before you know it, summer workouts, and then fall camp, and then football season's there.
right.
So so um that's pretty cool. Spring ball's here. We're doing lots of fun. Um this is kind of in conjunction with spring ball, but what we were talking spring games or thing of the past it seems, and it pisses me off to see them gone. However, the one shining bright star for Colorado Buffaloes
Mm.
I've seen thus far is Deion Sanders is been very adamant that he wants to try to face another football team for Colorado's spring game in April.
I
He
love it.
says, quoting, I would like to practice against someone for a few days, and then you have the spring game, and I think the public will be satisfied with that tremendously, unquote.
Oh, dude, yeah.
And he's correct, 1000%. If I could see OU play freaking Miami or some crap for a spring game, that'd be sick. I'd
Oh,
pay
dude.
a ton amount of money for that.
Oh, yeah. Sure, a lot of schools won't like that, but I mean, that's cool that there's somebody out there that.
Like, Dion, props to him because he hit the nail on the head with this one. The fans want to see a good product. Spring games, if you like, we've mentioned this before. Like, if you're gonna want to make the spring game more entertaining, this is a perfect way to do this. Um, it came out just a little, probably a week ago now, but the currently as it is, the Colorado and Syracuse spring scrimmage seems to be on. Um, per a report, Syracuse and Colorado seeking approval by the NCAA to schedule joint practices in Boulder, concluding with a scrimmage against the Buffaloes next month. Coach Fran Brown said after Friday's practice. Colorado and Syracuse's compliance offices have filed paperwork with the NCAA to get scrimmages underway, as a Syracuse spokesman said. So this
Heck,
seems to be the
good.
direction. You can do home and home. So this year they'd come to Colorado. Next year you go up to Syracuse,
Right.
play some spring ball. That'd be sick.
Oh, dude, yeah.
It needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Has to happen. Like, this would be so good for college football.
It would be. It would be. It's a rare Coach Prime dub. He said
True.
something I agree with, so respect.
Props to him. Who would
Right.
you want to see as like an Oklahoma State
I mean, I
spring
think it'd
game?
be cool just because it's close to home. It wouldn't cost a lot of money for the universities. Bedlam spring ball
Bedlam spring ball.
or something. But I mean, I don't know, some other SEC school would be cool or something. I mean, just for funsies.
Getting Florida up there to y'all in Stillwater.
It'd be cool, man.
I
Yeah.
think I think Bedlam spring ball. They would see the only reason I wouldn't want that is because if they did Bedlam spring ball, I feel like they would be like, all right, you have Bedlam now. We're not
Yeah,
going to
right.
schedule
They're
it.
like, you don't need it now. Like,
It's like, no, we still need to play Bedlam, but
that's not
spring
the
ball's
same thing
fine
at
too.
all. But I mean, I guess I'll, take it, but I don't know. That'd
Yeah,
be,
they need if we could do Bedlam in the regular season and then do Bedlam in the spring, I mean, that'd be fun. I'd be down. I'm not
oh,
gonna say
dude, yeah.
no.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll take what I
Yeah.
can get.
So hopefully that catches on. And if it is a success and they make a lot of money, which I'm sure they will, because Syracuse fans will travel for that, I feel like,
Yeah, I
and
feel
they
like
sell out the stadium to see their two teams battle it out in spring ball.
it.
Um,
They're
That'd be
so
awesome. People
hungry
would
for
catch on to
football.
that.
Oh, dude, yeah. Yeah. I
We're all
love the
depraved, and some of us don't like other sports, so we're just depraved souls from the end of February or start
yeah.
of February to now.
Yeah. It's like I'll take whatever I can get. College football is college football. Hey, I'm down. I'll travel for it.
All
Something.
football is good football, so
Like even if they actually do this and shoot, I might would just travel to Boulder myself just to see some football, you
for
know?
real
Like,
though,
I mean, I
fly
would
up
do.
there, see what's happening.
Yeah, I'd be down.
If they did it honestly, that well, we're going to talk about that. That could be a fun trip.
I agree. I
April to
agree.
Boulder, I'd take off for that. Yeah,
Absolutely. I'm
it's
down.
on. We're considered. We're done.
I bet we're sold. All right, we made our minds up.
That's all we needed.
I like it. I like it. I'm serious
Next,
though.
I'm serious too.
I bet. I love
Upfront.
it.
Talk about
And
that
it's
after.
cheaper than anyway, sorry, we'll get back to
Anyway, in a more serious but non-surprising, Georgia decided they want to play Grand Theft Auto in real life again.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
could
bro. I
wait for
don't
GTA
know.
6. I don't know.
Like in their water, or it's like they're legally obligated to get into some like getting some kind of trouble when they sign for Georgia with Georgia. Like they're like you have to be arrested, some form of vehicle incidents
In their
seems.
NIL, that if you get this car, you have to get arrested in it. I don't know.
That's just the rules. We don't make it. I don't know.
What's crazy is these two events happened within a 24-hour period. Nitro Tuggle, which is
But I knew about that one. And he
crazy,
hit
crazy
a
name.
house or something.
That's not this one. Nitro Tuggle was arrested on charges of reckless driving in addition to speeding. And then less than 24 hours later, it came out that Georgia offensive lineman Marquise Easley reportedly crashed into an
That's
apartment complex,
oh,
which led to his suspension.
I
How?
only I only knew about
How?
that one. I didn't know about the first one. Okay,
Now, that was two
interesting.
incidents.
Dude, like, dude, if I'm Kirby, I mean, you gotta. I know he don't control these guys outside of football much, but you got to talk to him. I mean, you got to like, like,
How do you continue? Georgia had someone die in a car accident. Someone died in a car accident, and you're letting these players come out here and drive crazily? It baffles me. Like the university should step in and be like, Kirby, you gotta fix this, or
mhm.
something's gonna have to change.
Yeah,
Like I
it's
don't
like
see how this is even remotely still an issue.
if you play for Georgia, you can't have a sports car. You
You
just,
should
I don't
just
know.
not get your you should get your
They
keys
all,
taken the moment you step on the campus.
yeah, dude. I mean, something. You have to have your own driver. You can't drive yourself.
Everyone's getting the presidential treatment. You're just not driving ever again.
Yeah, bro. I mean, something's got to happen. I mean, how many more is there going to be before, I don't know. It's just, I don't know.
I don't get it. Like I said, the judge has got to do something. Like start throwing these kids in jail because I
Something.
mean something's not working right. Kirby's not doing something right. The University of Georgia needs to do something. Stop them. Like
Yeah.
no other school has this problem.
Nope.
So
Just,
why is Georgia having this problem?
yeah.
I don't know.
I
That's
don't know.
crazy.
It really is.
That's all for the news. I mean, that was a lot of news, but that sums up about everything that's happened in the past 2 weeks. A very interesting 2 weeks to say the least. But
Yeah.
um, so let's get into some of the meat of this stuff. College basketball. I know we're a college football show, but March Madness has started, and
Has
it is been a lot of fun. I've been watching the games. I've been hooting, hollering, and doing lots of fun things.
good.
And one thing I thought about during this whole time is how the NIL era has completely changed the game. I think back to 2013 and Rick Pitino in Louisville, who won the NCAA tournament, went through March Madness, won the national title, and got those wins and championships stripped from them because of paying player incident. And which got to me thinking, like Reggie Bush and all these
Yeah.
people, like if you're gonna SMU got the death penalty for paying players back in the day, you should reinstate every championship and every win back to any team that got in trouble for paying players if you're gonna do this crap. If it's
Yeah.
just gonna be NIL now, then should we punish all these other teams for it?
You should. I mean, I get like it wasn't the rules then, things changed, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, just to strip people of these things, it's kind of dumb. I feel like you just give it back to him. I don't
Especially
know.
if you're going to give Reggie Bush
His
his
Heisman back,
Heisman
yeah.
back, then give it back to everybody. Every school, every team, every whatever. Give it all back. You can't say, "Oh, we're going to give it back for this one guy, but
But
this
not
was bad
anyone
over
else.
here." Like,
Yeah,
no.
that's not fair. Yeah,
Give it to
that's
all of them or not, but set the standard of this is if you broke the rules then, okay, I can live with that. But Reggie broke the rules then.
hmm
If you're going to give it to Reggie, give it to everybody.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Um,
But
and the rest of these are kind of in conjunction with March Madness, but I saw on Twitter, and this hasn't been just a college basketball thing, which is what made me think of it. But I've seen people complain about the national championship for the playoff, college football playoff. I've seen it complained about just regular season games. I've seen it complained about basketball games, playoff games, bowl games. If you're a fan who complains that a game is coming on at like 8 or 9 o'clock, just don't watch the game.
mhm, yeah,
Like either watch it or don't. But why are you complaining about the time that it tips off or kicks off? And most of the people that I see complain are on the East Coast, which your time zone is
I mean,
later.
I agree. I mean, those West time, you're from the East time, especially.
It's going to be
What
late, but
me from West, it's late as heck. But I mean, if you want to watch it, you'll watch it. If not,
yeah,
don't. But
if you don't want to watch it, that's fine. Go to bed, record it, do whatever, but don't sit there and complain about it. Like, I'm
yeah,
sorry that these games are later in the night,
that's what I'm at.
especially like the March Madness games for like Thursday and Friday are later in the evening. People work. You're not going to play those games during the time you want them to watch. So they
Yeah.
have to be later in the evening. Otherwise, you're not going to get people seeing them.
hmm
So just that's my biggest pet peeve. And I hate when people complain about it. It's like, don't watch the game
Yeah.
or do something to where you can watch it later. If you're going to be
Record it.
spoiled about
Yes.
it, huh?
Record it. I guess I don't know something.
Yeah. And then just
Save it.
don't look at spoilers or whatever. But I
hmm
don't know. That just ticks me off.
Yeah, I agree.
Next up, we had 15 fantastic people join our Wagon Wheel Sports
Uh-huh.
Bracket Mania. Um,
I don't know how I'm doing right now. I don't know.
and you are currently ninth, tied for ninth. I was
Well,
holding on to sole first place for a little while. These last couple games screwed me a bit, but I'm still in second place.
boo.
Woohoo! Currently Chadlock. I don't know. It has to be a username of some sort. But Christian H. Congratulations, buddy. You are currently after the first two rounds of the tournament holding on to that first place spot. So maybe he can hold on, get a free T-shirt, a free hat.
Yeah,
See
man.
what happens.
That's
But yeah,
right.
that's the update there. More of you should have done it. I was sad to see that you did, but it's whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're missing your opportunity to get a free hat. So that's up to you.
Right. That's right. Like you were saying though, if you end up winning though, that'd be funny.
That'd
Like
be really good. Just
get myself this hat here. Like
a free hat.
yeah.
But yeah,
Right.
which is I wish I would have thought of this before, the last episode so I could have actually like promoted more than I did. But
Yeah. Next year though. You live and
next
you learn.
year, we know now. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, that's all the news and basketball that I got to talk about.
Excellent.
So let's get into the meat of this show. And as you know, well, the fans don't, but we know that come this summer, we're going to be hitting up three different college football stadiums,
Mhm.
which is Kansas State, Nebraska.
That's
Um,
right.
be touring the campus, quote
Freaking
unquote, touring the campus, and then trying to see what we can get ourselves into.
That's
Which
right.
got me to thinking about stadiums and campuses that I'd really love to see a game at.
Yeah.
Which, so I gave you your task of giving me the top five stadiums that you would like to see a game played. We'll start with number five,
Okay.
and I will start this off.
Excellent.
And my number five stadium, which I will get to in the future, is the Swamp at
Ah.
University of Florida, the Florida Gators. I think the Swamp is a fun atmosphere. It's one
hmm
of the best in the SEC. It's obviously not the best because Baton Rouge and LSU is Death Valley is the best in the SEC, but the Swamp is up there. with this couple others I got on this list.
Hmm.
Everything about it is cool. Their stadium's cool. Florida's just pretty cool and they're good. So I think
Yeah,
that's an exciting trip to make. Get down to Gainesville, Florida,
absolutely.
see what's going on.
Florida, cool sec. I love their uniform combos and their colors. I love everything about it. I love that they have the swamp on their wall. Like it's, you know where you are. I love it. And
It's a great time. They got oh frick, I won't back down as
the what?
their third quarter song. I won't
Oh,
back.
oh yeah, yeah. The Tom Petty, yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to visit and just hear it.
One day, man.
One day we'll get there.
That's right. And my number five probably could go. You know what? Well, I'm gonna say that's my number five. That was actually my number four, but I'm like, I'll say that's my number five because yeah, everything you just said, electric atmosphere. I love everything about it. I'm gonna put that in my number five spot. It was in my list, so, but I'm like, it was number four. I'm just gonna swap these two that I have.
Fair enough.
Um,
Number four, I got Autzen Stadium, the
oh,
Oregon Ducks.
excellent. Good choice.
Puddles,
That's right. Just
we
because of
love you.
Puddles.
We love you, Puddles.
I think we say that every show just about, but we love you, Puddles. If you could
Anytime,
be a guest,
listen,
if you can,
I'm working on
hey,
it. I'm trying. I'm messaging the man.
are you really?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Anytime Oregon comes up, it's a shout out to Puddles and the Oregon Duck. So
And
I think we
he's
should just put his face on the graphic.
yeah,
We
bro.
should start doing that
We really should, man. People are gonna think
somewhere.
we're Oregon fans now, but like, no, we just love Puddles.
Yeah, somewhere in
Like
the
with
picture, there's gonna be an Oregon Duck. So y'all be looking out for that.
Wagon Wheel Sports. Like
The
you think
Oregon
maybe
takeover.
Oklahoma top, but then they have a duck on there. Like, oh, I'm getting very mixed signals here, but
Puddles takeover. It's fine. It's whatever.
that's fine. I don't mind. Yeah,
I
bro.
actually did some research on this. Puddles was actually the name of Oregon's like
A real
mascot at
duck.
one point in time of like a real duck.
Yeah.
Technically, the Oregon Duck is the name of the mascot,
Yeah.
but I think Puddles is a better, more efficient name for him.
Puddles. I like Puddles. It's Puddles.
I
Like,
think yeah, like Puddles is him. There
it's
is a
he.
misconception, but Puddles just makes sense.
It does make sense.
But
And
we love you, the Oregon Duck, aka Puddles.
whoever you are, I love you a lot. You're
You
my favorite.
make
I
our
love
tires
when he
fun.
was last year. Whenever they were moving to the Big Ten, I loved his Twitter page of all the different stadiums he was visiting, and he like hanging off the gates and
Yes,
let me in. I freaking
it was a great
oh,
journey we were on with him.
it was, man. It was. I love too that when they had the Big Ten media days in Indianapolis on the river, they had the duck
Duck. That
in
was
the.
beautiful. Can you imagine waking up in Indianapolis, looking out your window, and there's just a duck on the river?
It was a giant duck too.
Like
Like
that
it was
thing, they
huge,
had to blow that up for hours, I'm sure, to
dude.
get that up there.
I bet, man. Oh my gosh, that'd be majestic. Like jumping on the duck, floating down the river, like you're
That'd be a
on.
beautiful
I would.
moment
That'd be
for
the
sure.
best. I could
They
be a
should just
bucket
let it be free. Watch it as it travels down the river.
in the ocean. That's right. And no, there's puddles, the massive puddles. Like
Can you imagine just being on a cruise ship and looking out, and there's a floating giant duck
that's a memory you'd never forget.
for real though. But yes, Autzen Stadium, Oregon, they're loud for a
They
small
are.
crowd, so
They are, man, for real.
it would be fun to get up to a game.
Oh,
All
dude,
if things happen, maybe
potentially.
maybe
Yeah.
get up
Hey,
to
we
Oregon this
talk
year.
more about that for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
But yeah, that's my number four. How about you?
Excellent. My number four, I'll have Beaver Stadium, Penn State. I need to experience a whiteout game. We are Penn State. Hear that in person. It's Beaver Stadium, isn't it? I didn't just
Yes, it is Beaver
okay.
Stadium.
I thought so. I had to like wait a minute. It's just kind of weird actually because why is it named Beaver Stadium? Now that I think about it,
I'd have to look it up. I'm not sure.
it's interesting. Anyways, but yes, a whiteout game there. It looks electric. They're pretty good at football. I don't know. I just would love to experience a game there. Like
I
I said,
agree.
especially the whiteout, it would be fantastic, especially against like a rival of some sort. Like, oh, we gotta go.
I agree. Number three, the Coliseum, USC.
Ah, that's a good one too.
I think at the height of USC, so I'm thinking like Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart,
Yeah,
oh 04, oh 03 USC with the
dude.
packed Coliseum would be
Hmm.
sick. Like
Yeah.
that has to be a crazy atmosphere. Like LA people usually don't get behind their teams, but if they're good, they'll
Yeah.
show up. And I
Dude.
think seeing the Trojans live in the Coliseum would be awesome.
Dude, same. It'd be great. And they almost made my list, but not quite. They don't really pack the place out anymore, ever
They
since
do
Riley.
not, which is sad, but they
Very
get good.
sad.
They might at some point.
Like you said, peak, '04, like that would be fantastic. Which is actually too, it's a nationally historic landmark too, which is cool. And
Because they had the Olympics there. I'm sure
yes,
they'll probably bring them back when they come back to LA in 28.
I think I heard that they are actually.
So I'm sure that'll be another host spot. They did the Speedway, the LA whatever Speedway there
No,
inside the Coliseum. So that's cool. That thing's got
it
a lot of history.
does. It's got a lot, yeah, man. Yeah. Number three for me, I have got the shoe at Ohio State. Just again, the vibes seem immaculate. The fans there are very passionate, super loud, fit a lot of people in there. I'm very sad when we went a few years ago to on our way to West Virginia that I didn't get out of the vehicle and try
It was
to. That was
raining and you didn't want to get
before.
wet.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like I wished I would have tried. I don't know, but I loved the stadium, how it looked on the outside. It was great. I will say it's a very sketchy town that it's
Yeah.
in, but I mean worth it. Yeah,
They had a
dude,
lot of like stained glass art inside there and it was nice.
beautiful. Yeah, man. So I wanna go to a game there, man.
I'd love to see Ohio State, Michigan
Dude,
in the shoe.
dude, yes.
That'd be
They're
awesome.
they're or in Michigan at the big house. I
Yeah,
mean, that's both would be electric, but just I don't know. I just the shoe, I love it, and I gotta go.
nice. Number two, Notre Dame Stadium, University of Notre Dame. Touchdown Jesus.
God, yes.
I just feel like Notre Dame is one of those schools that is just classic college football. They obviously played for a title this past year. Seeing
Hmm.
them in South Bend when we hopefully get up to Michigan next year,
Yeah.
travel through South Bend, I got to see Touchdown Jesus. I got to see the
Oh, for
whole
sure.
thing.
Yeah.
So they're cool. When they're good, they're good. That stadium's packed. It'd
Hmm.
be wonderful.
Yeah, just a lot of history there, man. To see, like you said, touchdown Jesus would be great. I would love to see it.
But you, number two.
Number two, I've got which it could be number one. I got Neyland Stadium.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's a massive stadium, but just it's a lot of again, just so much history. The fans are very passionate. I've got to hear Rocky Top in person, especially spooky or Halloween, like the spooky Rocky Top with like blackout uniforms would be fantastic. And you really can't beat. I mean, it's high up there, the backdrop of the Smoky Mountains and the river. Just the vibes seem immaculate. I bet the tailgating there is phenomenal. I just I've got to experience that. And like I've a really like I it's high like obviously it's number two for me. So just the pageantry and the tradition there. I got to go.
Yeah. Nice. So
Amen.
my number one,
Yeah.
Neyland Stadium is Tennessee.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fair enough. Yeah.
like I'm hoping to get there this year. I want to see Rocky Top sung by 100,000 people.
Dude. Yeah.
Like I want to see that. I want to
Amen.
see the checkerboard in the stadium. Like everything about Neyland Stadium, the smoke, like what you said, the Smokies, the river,
Mhm.
everything is just awesome.
Yeah, bro. It is, man. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, I'd imagine. I mean, the stadium, the history, the tradition, it doesn't get much better than that.
Like OU should be good. So if I could see them in the Smoky Mountains this year, that's gonna be a game.
Dude, yeah.
It's gonna be I can't wait. I hope and pray that it all works out where I can get there.
I hope it does for you too. Maybe, yeah. I mean, I'd like to go there too some point, and
Yeah.
maybe I don't know. Well, I want to hit up as many football games this season as I can. I want to try to, just go out there and see stadiums, places I've never been. So hopefully we'll start doing that and making some trips and stuff. But oh,
All right,
uh,
you're number one.
number one for me, numero uno. Number one for me, actually, I have Autzen Stadium.
Ooh.
In Oregon. I love the architecture of the stadium. I love the way it's built, and it's so loud. It only holds a capacity of 54,000. but which is really more of the smaller FBS stadiums.
Especially for a Big Ten school now.
Yeah, but like I said, the architecture and like the way the roof and like curves, it's super loud. Um, and I just again, like I love everything about Oregon. I love where it's at. I love the Pacific Northwest. I really want to go there for vacation, just in general. And if I could go to take a trip there to the PNW, but also see a game, especially, we're like talking about earlier, I can go see Oklahoma State. We play them this year, and then Oregon again next year at home. I got to get there at some point. And plus, getting to see puddles. If I ever saw the duck in person, I would just have to go. I'd probably get like a battery charge, like just give him a big hug or something. I'd probably get pulled
Honestly,
away, but
you
I
storm
don't
the
know.
field just to find puddles.
I got to shake his hand or something.
We need a
But
picture.
yeah,
We got to find them. Be like, yo,
really do,
that I
bro.
think that'd be life completed. Get a picture
Dude,
with
yeah,
puddles.
man, absolutely. Just like yeah, like I shook Puddle's flapper, his wing, whatever. Like,
Yeah, like
oh, dude, I have a
yes,
picture of him, man.
please.
Like, I'm like, dude, I'm pumped just thinking about it.
I'd
So,
get him to sign my Funko Pop of himself.
ah, yes, it'd be kind of difficult for his.
That's
Like,
okay. I bet he could figure it out.
he could fit. He's smart. He's a smart
Yeah.
duck. He could
I mean, he
100%
he flew in from the rafters, so I mean, if he can do that, he can
do
sign a
that. Yeah,
Funko.
oh, for sure, man.
It's fine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But anyways, yeah, that's my number one right now. I don't know. I love it. I got to go there. So, what's your
Yep.
number one? Or yeah, was your number one? Was Nealon?
Neeland. Yeah.
That's right. Never mind.
I
I'm
had
done.
some honorable mentions here that I
Same,
thought of.
same.
Um, the two that I immediately thought of was Doak Campbell and Florida State.
Yeah.
Hearing the war chant in person would be a lot of
Oh,
fun, I feel like.
yeah, dude.
Um, uh, the Big House, Michigan,
Yeah.
hearing Mr. Brightside in person is a
Would be
bucket list item.
oh, for sure, dude.
And then Beaver Stadium, the whiteout.
Yeah, dude.
I got a lot of lists of games and stuff that I want to see.
Oh,
So we
dude.
we got to get around. We got to get out and do some
Oh,
stuff.
really do, man. Yeah, I have, which we went this last year to LSU, Death Valley, the Cathedral of College Football, man. It was beautiful seeing it in person. It was great getting a night game.
Yep.
Um, I loved every moment of that. Also, I have BYU in there. I mean, BYU, it alone, it's just their backdrop. I mean, you cannot beat that. Literally have mountains right in front of you,
Yep.
and they're snow capped in the fall. I mean,
It's
you
literally
got
the most scenic view in football. There's like
you
no other
literally,
stadium would ever beat that. Even Utah, like we went to Salt Lake City,
yeah,
we saw the
yeah.
stadium.
I mean, they had some
Doesn't beat
mountains,
BYU.
but I mean, BYU, like you're right there at the foot of the mountains. Like it was special, man. There's no other stadium really like that. Um, yeah, dude, beautiful, man. I freaking
It'd
love
be
that.
awesome. I think maybe Boulder. If we,
I will
if we
there be
get to
cool.
if we get to the spring game, we might get to see what Boulder's about. But
Absolutely.
it's maybe we can see. But no, Provo is easily the most scenic, beautiful
Hmm.
stadium out there.
So I'm glad we made it there for that. And, yeah, man,
It all worked out just perfectly.
that's right.
All
Yeah.
right. Is that all your honorable mentions?
I think so. I was trying to think of more, but I don't. I mean, there's stadiums like the Rose Bowl would be cool because it's just the tradition there too.
Yeah, I feel like the Rose Bowl though, like it has to be the Rose Bowl. Like I'm not gonna go for a UCLA game because it's not the same.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I need
no,
to be there for the Rose Bowl and see
yeah.
that. Like that's easily New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. We'll have to get out there sometime. I got a lot of crap. We just need to pick a year,
Mm.
and every Saturday we're on a road somewhere in the
I like
country.
that. Just go in, even if it's we just got to see a random teams. Like
You know,
that's not our two teams playing, but that's okay. I
you want
mean,
to see a
just got to get
game
out
there?
there.
Great, let's go.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely, dude. For sure, man. I really want to see the Cotton Bowl too. I've never been. I know you've been to a bunch.
OU
But
Texas is fun.
I don't believe there's any other route like where the stadium is split down the middle. I don't think.
Doesn't happen.
Is there? I mean, that is magical. It's the Texas State Fair. That whole I really got to experience that. I really want to go one time. And
The
I might would wear probably wouldn't wear an OU shirt, but I'd wear a red shirt just because I got to represent Oklahoma, but
It's fair. You listen, I want to tell you the thing about I usually hate neutral site games for a lot of reasons, but if you're gonna do it, you do it OU Texas. Split
yeah,
down the
dude.
middle. at the 50. You're getting there at like 7 a.m. You're grabbing you a corny dog. You're grabbing you a wax cup beer. Like
Yeah,
you're doing the thing. You're living the fair life, and then you're hopping into the stadium for 11 o'clock or 2:30 kickoff just to watch two teams that hate each other want
that's
to
right.
pound the other into the dirt.
Yeah, dude. I love it. It's magical. That's peak right there. I mean, really, I'm like already starting to like, I can't wait for fall. I can't wait to wake up in the morning and watch some, and just that's
College
so,
game day.
especially like it's nice weather outside
Yeah.
at the side if you're home on the couch and just like, oh, I just love Saturday mornings watching football, man.
I haven't found anything as much of a rush, which when I was there, we lost 49-0. But for the first few drives of the game, it was a lot closer. And there's never more of a rush than hearing one side of the stadium just go silent while the other one's going absolute bananas, and then it'll flip, and the other team
Yeah,
will be going berserk.
yeah, man.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it is. It's peak right there, peak football.
All right. So now we move into our next segment.
Got a couple
Brian's 2 minute timeout.
think you'll enjoy these ones.
I have in my notes, what will he bring out tonight? It may or may not be college football related. We shall see. Ryan, what is your first question of the 2 minute timeout?
All right. Question number one. When was Oklahoma's first documented win in football? It's kind of
Notes on
insane,
this.
actually, but
First documented win.
yeah. Or what
Let's
year?
see.
Just giving you, or do you even know when they were established? Like the
We were before Oklahoma was a state. That was in 1907. I think it was like 1890. 1890 was the university.
hmm
So, let's see. OU probably got their first win. I'm gonna say like 1894.
Yeah, yeah. The November 12th, 1895.
Oh, dang.
Well, almost there, man. And it's insane who they played because, like Michigan, they had the most recorded wins in college football history. And then you go back and look at some of their wins. It's like they play like School of the Deaf, School of
Yeah.
High School. It's like
Like, what are you
their
doing?
their first documented win was Oklahoma City High School,
Nice.
and they beat them 34-0.
Heck yeah, dude.
So yeah, man. So there you go.
Nice.
Next up, how many recorded losses does OU have in
Why are
football
you
history?
this feels targeted.
No, not at all, man. Not at all.
Recorded losses.
Yeah, bro.
Let's see. We have a 850 or like a 850 win percentage. So if we have 900-ish something wins, like 940-ish, something like that, and then we have an 850 win percentage. I cannot do the math currently in my head, but
Fair enough.
I'm gonna try my best. So if we have 950, what would be like 80% of 900?
I don't know.
So
Yeah.
so it'd be uh like 290 something, 290 something losses, 300.
Was 322.
Oh, there you go. So I was
Yeah.
close. I was in the ballpark.
Oh yeah, you were there. That's impressive, man. Heck yeah. All right. And then last question. What is the worst OU has been defeated in program history? Like the
Oh
biggest
Lord.
score deficit and win, if you know, but I don't know.
The largest win, I
What
think.
was the
I think it
largest
was
loss?
the largest
Sorry.
lost.
Yeah, score deficit.
It was probably to like Nebraska. It was, do you want to score or just the team?
I mean, if you know all of it, like whatever, like
Oh, I want to say it was Nebraska, and I want to say it was like 68 to 10 or something like that.
like a year or I
It,
don't know.
probably. Probably the 90s. I don't know. Maybe made it early on, but the 90s would be my guess. John Blake era.
The interwebs led me to it was against Nebraska
Uh,
in 1917.
no, that probably, I don't know. That could check out.
Yeah,
Probably accurate.
they lost 75 to 0.
Oh, well, we were
Yeah,
there. We were close.
yeah, 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 bro. You got close with a lot of your answers, so impressive, man. Yeah, dude. That's all I got for today's 2 minute timeout.
Nice.
And I am these were not targeted at all. I know I
Clearly.
just it's very random.
All three
So
just happened to be the same team.
it just worked out that way. I don't know.
I don't know if it was our largest win, but I know we beat Arkansas like 104 to nothing one time.
Are you serious? Holy
Yeah.
crap.
And that was in like 19 early 1900s.
Oh wow. That's impressive.
Let's
Heck
see.
yeah, man. Uh
Just for all those Arkansas fans out here that might be listening.
Get these ops out here. La la la. Do 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 do. Ba-da-da-da.
Go to Wikipedia. If you don't use Wikipedia,
Oh, dude, Winspedia is. I didn't know about it until you showed me, and
it's very nice. If I want to argue with people, I'll just be like, oh, look at this.
let me go look this up real quick.
Here. 130 1918. We beat them.
Oh wow.
It was our largest margin of victory.
Heck yeah.
On the flip side, Arkansas's largest margin of victory was 31 to 6.
Hmm. Very nice. Very, very nice. The more you know.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was cool. That was fun.
Was fun.
Is there anything else you got to add to this thing?
I do not, man. I do not. That's all for me tonight.
No.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, that is it. And that is athletically speaking.
Uh,